Okay, so let's go further on this. How do we get to the key information as this complexity starts to build up in the perform and tell end of process, the mainline function? How do we determine what the key processes are inside of this code? Well, remember that the program basically reads two files. Two files, one's the transaction file and one's the balance file, and it reads them in sorted order. And then it produces basically maybe a few reports of some sort, control reports or something of that sort. But if it writes out another balance file, then we know it's an update program. Using those files and the data in those files, investigating the data can be a good way of determining what the program does. It helps us determine what the key processes are in the program because we can see what the inputs are and what the outputs are. This is something I've talked about in another video called Show Me the Money. If in addition to reading the code, you look at the input files of the transactions and determine what is the sorted order on the input files. If you can find those fields that are common between them, those are going to be the key items, the posting key for the balance file, because the file is maintained in sorted order by that posting key. Now, if it's reading a database file or a direct access file of some sort, a VSAM file, then it won't be so obvious by looking at the data files, but if they're sequential files, you can detect the sorting order in those files. You can also look at the output file and see that it should be probably in a similar sorted order. If they are, then you can start to see from those files where they're managed inside of that mainline routine what the update process looks like. Reading a balance record, reading a transaction record, matching the two of those, and seeing that they have the same key. If they have the same key, adding the transaction to the balance in the existing balance record, reading the new transaction record, and seeing if it matches the key. If it still doesn't match if it doesn't match the balance key, then you have to write the old balance, and you have to read a new balance to see if those keys match. That process of using the data files can be an important process to help you sort through all of the error processing in the code, all of the control report production, all of the other things that are ancillary to the key process of a tabulating system.